Let's take a look at the highlights of the 2023 bodybuilding season. We kicked off the season with an impressive victory of Samson Dauda at the annual Classic Columbus, Ohio. In this show, we got to see an improved Big Ramy and a shredded Andrew Jacked and Nick Walker. We moved on to Brazil, where we saw Piaros Tabani dominates the annual Classic South America. Milo Sashev started the season strong. He was 2 for 2 with his athletes. Back to the US, in New York Pro, we saw Tonio Button makes a huge statement. In this show, we also got introduced to Stuart Sutherland, aka Beef Stew, who made his statement of his own in his pro debut. A week later in Cali Pro, we saw Ross Flanagan, aka the Sauce Boss, make his own statement. The Sauce Boss claimed the victory over Tonio Button. We moved on to Canada, Toronto Pro, where we saw Ian Valier faces a stiff competition from Hassan Mustafa. We crossed over to Spain, Empro Classic, where we saw the best of Mikael Krizo dominate the competition. We returned to the US, Orlando Pro, where we saw Phil Klaha upset the Egyptian Tank. We went back to Europe for Mr. Big Evolution Pro, aka Portugal Pro, where we saw Andrea Presti defend his title for a third consecutive year. We went back to Canada, Vancouver Pro, where we saw Hassan Mustafa finally gets his victory. Back to the US, Chicago Pro, we saw Justin Shire make his pro debut in style. We are back in Spain, Big Man Weekend, where we saw an impressive Roman Fritz get rewarded. Back to the US, Tampa Pro, we saw the best Hunter Labrada dominates the competition. Still at the US, Texas Pro, we saw an all-time best Andrew Jack defends his title. In this show, we saw the most anticipated pro debut of Carlos Thomas Jr. He got tested against the top Olympians, and he did not disappoint. Crossover to Europe, Romania, where we saw Kamal El Gagni claims the title of Masters Olympia. Still in Europe, Italy, Flex Weekend Pro, we saw Nathan Diasha make a successful return. Crossover to Spain, European Pro Championships, where we saw Regan Grimes pull off a huge upset. Move over to France, Cheru Classic France Pro, Nathan Diasha gets his 12th pro win. Back to the US, Legion Sports Festival, Charles Griffin faces a stiff competition from John Jewett. Over in Italy, Olympus Pro, Theo Laguerre gets the last Olympia qualification. 2023 Mr. Olympia, Derek Lansford delivers. We have the new Mr. Olympia champion. Back to Europe, Romania Pro, Samson Dauda dominates. In this show, we got to witness one of the most anticipated pro debuts of the year, Horse MT. He did not disappoint, he lived up to expectations. Move over to Czech Republic, EVLS Prague Pro, Samson Dauda dominates again. In this show, we got introduced to the very impressive Rubiel Mosquera, aka Nick Zeller. He made a statement in his pro debut. And we finished the season in Asia with Theo Laguerre winning the Japan Pro.